Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Joined with me, as always, is Jay Hugh.
All right, I got first.
Joseph.
Yellow.
And Ian.
Hey, what's up, Bat and Clean Up today?
Yep.
Someone's got to be last.
Ian, what do you got for news for us this week, man?
Yeah, so we were just going over it. Kind of slow week, but that's okay. Last week had so much we were overwhelmed. First thing was they released, the thing I'm most excited about, we started talking about it last week, is Game of Thrones released a trailer like pretty much after it went off air. It wasn't too much longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The next day. Had some new stuff. Looked dope. I think there was a lot of scenes from that battle scene we were talking about. Arya was running around, it looks like in the crypts of Winterfell. I saw the scene where it had like every main character waiting and outside at night, and it looked like the Night King was coming. What did you guys think? Anything that jumped out at you?
I thought it looked really cool.
Yeah.
I try not to. You know, when you click on an article and then at the bottom of the article, there's those other articles that aren't really articles.
Yeah.
I try to never click on those, right? But there was one of those that was like the hidden thing you may not have noticed in the Game of Thrones trailer. And I was like, well, fuck yeah, I want to notice it. So I clicked on it, and literally what it was is there was like a white lump behind Jorah's head, and somebody was like, hey, maybe that's Ghost. And it's like, but also maybe that's Snow. Maybe it's just somebody in a hat. Like, it could be anything.
I hate when they embellish shit on a title to get you to click.
I did see the HBO released the episode links today.
Yes, the first two.
I saw all
Oh,
six.
did you see all of them? I only saw the first two.
So I think it's 50,
shorter than I thought.
54, 58.
Yep.
60, 75, 80, 80.
Yeah, I was expecting them all to be like 80 plus.
Yeah. The only thing I noticed that from coming out of the trailer was like there's a shot of somebody rowing a boat. It looks like a Jamie at first, his back's turned, but it's not Jamie. You can tell he has both his hands, and it's like the Golden Company. You can tell if anyone's read the books. Golden Company is like this badass mercenary army.
You think I guess they talked about it.
Well, at the end of the last season, Cersei
said something. Yeah.
Sent what's the guy who got his nuts chopped off? His uncle.
Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah, Euron. He sent him across the sea to recruit the Golden Company because she didn't have any
You're
fighters
right,
left.
and you see Euron coming back, and
so it's going to be.
Yeah.
It looks like, in the books, there's a whole another Targaryen they bring in.
there's no way they can do that.
Yeah, it's be too much, but he's like a false Targaryen. But anyway, I think that could be cool. Bringing another thing this late in the game is kind of risky. But that was the only other thing I noticed. Like, there looks like they're going to do another new character.
I'm just glad we're bringing Euron back.
Yeah,
he was not in it enough.
Yeah, Euron's cool. I like that Beric Dondarrion is alive. He's got a sword. Tommen is alive, so they didn't die at the wall. That was another thing that you kind of found out because there was a question of that dragon if he kind of.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And they're alive in that trailer. So I mean, there was some stuff. I don't know. I honestly don't want to see much more. If we talk I'm excited for it.
We're a month away.
Yeah, I know. I never liked their casting for Euron. And this is probably did Euron also have one eye?
I can't remember.
I feel like he did but maybe he didn't. I always imagined him as the guy who played Beric Dondarrion, and that always fit more for me because he's supposed to be kind of like sleazy but charismatic. Like,
yeah.
And I just think that guy just seems crazy.
Yeah, well, their version of Euron is kind of like an amalgamation of a couple different things in the show. So, but no, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, fuck it. We've made it this far.
Yeah.
I want to see how it ends.
Imagine there's a person out there that's like, no, fuck it. I'm not watching these last 6 episodes.
They watched everything
just
up
too
to
much.
this.
Yeah, that would be insane.
The only person that would be this one.
I was about to say,
If Nips isn't doing that, then no one on earth is doing that.
I read 5 Harry Potter books and stopped because Sirius is dead.
But see, the thing is, at 5, I still get it. But if you would have read 6 and then like, I'm not reading the 7th, that'd be crazy.
I guess.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Pretty close. So I'm excited. Next there's another trailer for Brightburn. I hadn't remembered a lot of this. We just watched it. I think it looks fucking good. I'm sorry. It looks like a cool kind of monster movie to me.
I think this one looks like there might be more like wink nod humor in it than the last trailer did, and I think that's a good way to go. Since, most smarmy teenagers just watch horror movies to act like they're not scared of them and to laugh and fucking play grab ass and shit, then, put some fucking jokes in there. And it looks like the kid's kind of smarmy, which we didn't really see in the earlier trailer.
Yeah, he's definitely got like the Chronicle you guys pointed out. He's definitely got like that creepiness to him, like the one guy has. The guy who looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Dane DeHaan.
Dane DeHaan. He's kind of got that kind of look going.
I just can't really feel like he has the justification for it. Like, at least Dane DeHaan has, like, I've made it this far in my life being beat up my whole life. This dude presumptively had powers for most of this time.
Yeah.
And is just probably a bad person on the inside.
I just have no interest in seeing this movie.
Yeah, no, me neither. But
Trailers do nothing for me.
I'm definitely going to watch.
I saw Man of Steel. I saw Chronicle. I've seen this movie.
I feel like if I was still like Ian and I was living the life still, I would probably watch this movie.
There's no excuse when you're living the life.
Yeah.
But you know, now that movies are like, you know, $7 or $8 or whatever they cost now, you know, Sarah buys my movie. So
Yeah, you got to be a little choosier with them.
nice having a sugar mama.
Yeah, it is too. So you know, I'm a little pickier about what I see.
Yeah, I don't know. If I just think it'd be funny if this is like the best version of Superman that we get on screen, which is it's very possible.
It's a relatively low bar. But
yeah, that's what I mean. So we'll see.
I mean, are you saying all time? Are you really going to say that Superman 78 is not a good
I'm saying
movie?
the last fucking 2 decades.
Oh, okay, last 2 decades.
But I would say like the 10 minutes we get in Justice League is the bar.
That's true.
Moving along is Tyrese Gibson gets cast in the superhero movie I am least excited about than I can ever remember, Morbius, the Living Vampire. First of all, I hate the actor,
I
Jared
want you
Leto.
to do the trailer for the movie. Morbius, the Living Vampire.
The thing is, if they make Morbius look exactly like Morbius in the comics, don't try to make it cooler.
I'm on board.
I'm
Absolutely.
on board then, totally. But you know, if they just try to make him like a Twilight fucking vampire or something, jerk off.
I mean, honestly, if anyone can pull off that costume, it's Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. I like Jared Leto.
I do.
but,
I actually like that casting.
I don't know what this movie's going to be about.
It's this part of the Spider-Verse, so do we think it connects to Venom, or are they doing individual movies?
I think they're doing individual, but I mean, I think if this one's a hit, then they start looking to.
They're certainly going to leave it open.
Yeah, I was about to say.
enough.
I think they're going to leave enough ties that you can make the assumption that they live in the
What's
same
the
world.
organization in Venom? It's that he's going to work for the company.
Something like
you know?
that.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Is there no Tom Hardy cameo?
No, I don't think that. I don't think it'd go that far.
And anyway, Tyrese got cast, and the only thing I can think is Blade, but maybe that's us being kind of stereotypical. I don't know.
I would love it if it was Blade, and it fits with that, you know. But I think Marvel has the rights to Blade back because they did that TV show.
Yep.
You know,
You think
that
so?
I never
On
watched
Spike.
the second of.
Yeah.
But I think we decided it's fine if they just have a black vampire in a fucking trench coat and do not call him anything.
Oh yeah, just call him.
Katanas walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have him be exactly Blade, but not call him Blade.
Exactly.
One more thing on this is I watched
Blazer.
Blade 1 again recently because I'm coming around on Stephen Dorff.
Yeah.
Such a better movie now. True Detective has made him. I like him so much.
See,
more
I
now.
completely. That's one of the few things I remember about the Blade movies because I remember him being a very charismatic villain,
And you know,
and then I remember never seeing him again.
and we use this phrase a lot on here, but he really went for it too.
He absolutely did.
That scene where he's outside in sunblock and that's just supposed to work. Like if he didn't fucking go for it, that would have, you know,
Been dumb.
I would have been done. I would have just walked
Yeah.
out. But it was a good scene. I love the first 2 Blade movies. I don't know if I'm ready to watch them again because I don't know how will they hold up. But I know at the time I fucking loved them.
Yeah.
Blade 1 holds up.
Cool.
Either
telling
way, I probably will see this Morbius movie, but I don't really know what to think.
I'm gonna wait for a trailer.
Yeah, I'm going to take what you said about Brightburn and apply that to Morbius, the Living Vampire. But we'll see. Next is Suicide Squad 2. I don't think we talked about it last week, but Will Smith officially dropped out.
Yep.
Idris Elba.
Yep, Idris Elba is the replacement. What do you guys think?
Is that official?
Is that official?
I
or is
don't
that
know.
just rumor?
It sounds pretty official. It's
So
getting
he's
reported.
going to be replacement as the caliber actor, or he's going to be Deadshot?
He's going to be Deadshot.
Deadshot because
That's fucking dope. Yes. Let's forget that first one ever fucking happened.
So, and I heard the run they're going off of Deadshot. Essentially, the whole premise is all these people die, but Deadshot is the one like surviving member each time.
Right.
And in that anyway, there was no daughter storyline. I hope they move away from that shit.
Yes.
Just make Deadshot be the guy.
Well,
and Idris Elba will carry that movie.
I mean, in the comic that is the best Suicide Squad run, the late '80s, early '90s one. I mean, the standout star was Deadshot, and specifically the way him and Colonel Flag like bounced off
Yeah.
of each other and hated each other but respected each other. So yeah, Idris Elba would be so good for that.
I also want it to be Deadshot survives, one, by being experienced and good, but also by, at any particular moment in time, selling out his comrades
for
so
sure.
that they die
Yeah.
instead of him.
And I think that should be a plot point.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do we think they're not going to mention he's just Will Smith's character then?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Because Margot Robbie's still in it. So, I mean, there's connective tissue to the first movie.
I feel like you could keep Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn and just say, pretend like the first one didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
You just don't even address it.
Yeah, you just don't have to address it.
Yep.
And then, if it's successful as the movies go on, just move farther from it. Maybe you give them a new backstory in number 3 or something.
What about Amanda Waller, Viola Davis?
I say
I
keep
fucking
her.
love it.
Yeah, I'd say bring her back.
Yeah.
You can
She
recast
was one of my
Rick
favorite
Flag
parts of that
for all
movie.
I care, though.
God, if Tom Hardy would have been Rick Flag in the original, which is what he originally...
That would have been
Look,
so
there,
much
there
better.
are so many other people that it could have been besides that motherfucking meth head piece of shit.
No,
I hate
Kinnaman,
that
I
guy.
hate him.
The thing is,
Joel Kinnaman,
yeah.
I'm positive Will Smith is what ruined that because since their two characters are about butting heads, it had to be an actor that was willing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Hardy wasn't going to be second banana; he was going to stand toe to toe. So that's 100% how we got stuck.
They
with that.
definitely do Rick Flag way wrong.
That totally. They make him into such a goon.
Yeah, that
God,
movie's
that
so
fucking
bad. It's such a bad movie.
What are the other? I think you have written down.
So the other thing is, they
lineup.
announced a bunch of the other minimal characters that are going to be in it. First one is King Shark.
Cool.
I'm all
Now,
about
into
that.
that.
He's,
I mean, it's just a replacement for Killer Croc.
Right.
Yeah, he's
but
a-
they'll do it better this time.
I like to hope so.
he's a guy who walks on 2 legs with a shark head. No more than that. Polka Dot Man. He's a Batman villain. I know nothing about him. Any of you know more than me?
I've seen him in comics, but I've never read a story based on him. I always get his power set mixed up with Marvel's The Spot. And I think Marvel's The Spot has a better power set, but they both have really stupid comic costumes. But I mean, this is going to be Jamie Gunn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm sure that'll be this stupid thing. He'll make it.
Yeah.
the bright
Absolutely.
spots.
Yeah.
100%.
He knows that's his strength, is
Right.
taking these obscure shit and doing it well.
Peacemaker, who I read is a guy who likes peace so much, he'll do anything for it.
He gets
including
violent.
killing.
I'm super fucking into that. I know they won't do his costume, but God, if they did, it'd be so great. Because he looks kind of like he's wearing a porta-john on his head. Like, one of those, like, camping bedpan things.
Yes.
It's a really stupid costume that I love. And the comedian is based on Peacemaker, so they could probably get some fun stuff out of that. I'm super into that move, too.
Be cool. And then the last one is the Rat Catcher.
I have an emotional connection to this character. When I first started buying my own Batman comics and picked my own Batman artist, it was this artist named Norm Brayfogle, and he co-created this character in one of the earliest ones that I bought myself. So I just, I have the connection of I read that comic about 40 times at a very impressionable age. So I fucking love the Rat Catcher. Is it a cool villain? I don't know. He's a guy who controls an army of rats and wears a gas mask. I think he looks cool.
That sounds pretty
That
awesome.
sounds really cool.
Wasn't that a movie with
That
the
also,
dad from
that
Back
also
to
sounds like the
Future?
guy who's going to go first.
Right, that's that too, yeah.
The only thing I want to see is, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm down for bringing Jai Courtney back as Captain Boomerang.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
That was the one role he had that worked.
I dug
Yeah.
him in that movie.
Yeah.
Just give him more fucking boomerangs.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the opposite. He's the guy, like Herth always told me, they keep trying to force him down our
No,
fucking
I
throat.
agree.
They're
good
trying
in
to
that
make
part.
him a thing.
I agree on every other role he's ever done. but kind of like Steven Dorff in that movie, he went for it.
Yeah.
Nobody else really committed. I
Yeah.
feel like Jai Courtney committed.
Everybody else seemed slightly embarrassed to be in that movie. He had no clue it was embarrassing to be in that movie.
100%. One more thing before we go. Do we know King Shark, are these what are the original villains for what heroes? Is he like a Flash villain? Do
I
we know
think King
anything?
Shark was originally a Green Lantern villain, but he's done, I know he's shown up on the Flash TV show. I think he's done some Flash issues, so yeah.
What about Peacemaker or Ratcatcher? Are they...
Okay, Peacemaker is actually usually a good guy. But he has a history with... My guess is they're not going to bring back Rick Flag as a character, and they're going to use him in that spot.
Cool. Next is Amazon tweeted out some more information on the Lord of the Rings prequel show. They said, welcome to the Second Age, so it's definitely going to be set in the Second Age. Some of the stuff it's like 1,000 years before Fellowship. The Second Age, I think, ends with that scene that starts Fellowship, where Saruman gets his hand cut off. the ring, and like that kind of ends it. They're saying that it's probably going to be a mix of like Numenor.
So yeah,
I was
probably,
about to say let's throw to our resident
let's go
Lord of
to
the
him.
Rings nerd.
you'd probably see the fall of Numenor, which connects directly to the line of kings. So Isildur, Aragorn, those guys are descendants of Numenorians. You'd probably see the creation of the rings. You'd see the fall of Sauron, probably culminating with the. You see the rise of the Witch King, the creation of Gondor. All of that probably leading up to what you're talking about. Isildur cutting the ring off Sauron's hand is probably, if I had to guess, where the show ends.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a lot of cool stuff.
I mean, it's a great choice to go nowhere near the Fellowship or all this kind of stuff because it's a rich world with a rich mythology. You should definitely tell some other story.
It also seems like the part of the story that might be the most action packed.
That's
like
true.
It's going to be
there's
the
a ton
real Saruman battling shit. He's not just like a vague threat. He's going to be like a thing. So.
Also, this is going to give all those choreographers and extras from Game of Thrones something to do for next year.
The one thing I'd be curious about is you do see, are you going to recast the wizards? Because Sauron, Gandalf, whatever the brown one's name is, Radagast, and there's a blue one.
Yeah, that's what they keep talking about. The Blue Wizard's going to be in there.
So do you recast? Obviously, Christopher Lee's dead and Ian McKellen is super old. So are you going to include Gandalf and Sauron in it? Or do you just kind of write them out and focus maybe on Radagast and the Blue Wizard? Because, Radagast, you got in The Hobbit, but it was shit.
It's set far enough before that they could recast them as younger actors, right?
Yeah, but the thing about the wizards is they kind of just have always existed. They just are.
So yeah, the only thing is everyone kept thinking this was going to be a young Aragon series, but now I guess that wouldn't be possible. Aragon's not that old, right?
I mean, Aragorn is fucking old, but he's not that old.
Yeah. So maybe.
Yeah, and they're like in the extended versions, there's a thing where he turns out to be like 90 years old or something.
Oh, he's like 160.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's real old.
But so we'll see. I don't know. That sounds really good. It's going to be hopefully the next like Game of Thrones kind of fantasy show that takes over that role.
I think maybe less shitty in the last couple seasons.
I would say I think it's going to be better than the Game of Thrones prequel.
Yeah, definitely.
God, yeah. Naomi Watts, why did you do that? So we'll see, guys. Next is Danny Boyle, who was going to do James Bond for a bit. He's given some news about why he kind of left.
Yeah, he says that what his big pitch was and what the big stumbling point of why he walked away is he wanted to kill Bond. He thought that it would be a good way to sit up for the next Bond. And I am super into this because, like Daniel Craig was the first Bond who like definitively wasn't the other Bonds. Like we were supposed to assume all those other actors was the same guy, but this one was a reboot and told his own sort of self-contained story. So why not close it off and maybe make that a new thing? At the end of every Bond cycle, the new Bond dies.
Sorry.
Also, I have a thing that after Craig, maybe we just don't do a new Bond every movie.
Yeah.
Like, just because that's all anyone cares about. As soon as you cast a Bond, they start talking about, okay, but who's the next Bond?
That's definitely where all the money is,
Yeah.
right? Like, we get talking.
But I think this would have been great, and I'm sorry they didn't let him do it.
Because that sounds like Daniel Craig got in the way, too. His ego, like maybe he didn't want to die.
I feel like Daniel Craig would have been on board with that. I definitely think this was the Broccolis.
Yeah,
right.
I would agree with that assumption.
Those damn vegetables. For those of you who are unaware, there is a family, the Broccoli family, that owns the rights to James Bond. We're not just shitting on
there's
green shit that grows out of the ground.
We're not George Bush Sr.
I do fucking hate broccoli, so...
Yeah, it's not good. All right, so we'll see. I don't know, but that hasn't gone. They're not doing that. They're doing something else with the guy who did True Detective season 1.
Which also, I'm on board with that guy.
I mean, it could totally be great. I'm just... Danny Boyle's a super fucking awesome director.
I hope they decide to bring him back. Like, I hope that after they close this Daniel Craig one, they can pitch Danny Boyle. He'll get his own Bond. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
That'd be pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, because like killing Bond, Helena Bonham Carter as a villain. Like, there's a lot of
Idris
stuff,
Elba Bond.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out about his version that I liked.
Yeah.
So I'm mad they're not doing it. All right, last thing for the news is they're doing a Gundam Wing movie.
Gundam movie.
Gundam.
Yeah.
You know more about this than I do. I don't know Gundam.
The only thing that was really announced is that Legendary is making a Gundam movie, and Brian Vaughn is going to be the guy who writes it.
What did Brian Vaughn do?
Brian
Lots
K.
of-
Vaughan is awesome. What you probably are going to hate him because his big thing on TV was Lost.
Okay.
But
Here's the thing.
I'm not even going to start with you on this because what week is this? You know, 2 weeks from now you're going to fucking love Lost. And I get too emotional defending Lost. We can't even get into it.
It's the best show.
I'm finding more and more that we're on the same team about things. I thought we weren't, but we are.
To defend Lost, I think the Lost strength is that it has so many fantastic individual episodes, but does not follow through on a complete storyline at any point.
Agree to disagree.
This is just going to be an episode.
Yeah.
So
Guys,
One day.
the bottle and the cork wine.
Okay, shut up.
Let's not talk about
I mean, you just, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I saying? Oh, Brian K. Vaughan, that was his big. But from comics, he did a series called Why the Last Man, which is fucking great.
Also being made into a TV show.
Is it? Because it definitely needs to be. The premise of it was all the males on Earth except for one dies. And
He's got a pet monkey.
he has a pet monkey, and it's it's like science fiction / Twilight Zone horror. He also did one called Ex Machina, which I never read. He's doing one called Paper Girls right now, which is awesome. But he's just a really good writer. I think he did Under the Dome too, but I never watched that shit, so I don't know whether it was.
Yeah,
good
I
or
don't
not.
remember. He's been his hands have been on a lot of shit.
Yeah,
and
he's very good.
it was kind of a surprise. I don't know how much like anime inspired stuff he's probably done, but write a good fucking movie. I don't care.
That's what
You
I'm
know
saying.
I mean?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like M. Night Shyamalan said he was a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That didn't turn out so good.
Yeah.
Just be a good fucking writer. Make a good movie.
I will say, I know you guys have soured on Ready Player One, but that Gundam moment to
Oh,
me
it's still awesome.
proves that movie will work.
So wait, is this a TV show or a movie?
Film.
Film? Okay, yeah, I think he could be good for that. You know, I think he could be good for a TV show too. But I mean, a movie, how much is there to fuck up? You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta get right for 2 hours.
It's a dramatic Pacific Rim.
That's what I want.
that's
Legendary owns Pacific Rim. Can't they just fold it all together?
One day,
I bet this is like stage one to this.
Make
that
it a
would,
know
universe.
that I want
that would be
it.
so weird. I don't know if
that
I
I
support
want
it either.
Also, it just wouldn't make sense. You got Gundam is about like space fights and different people groups fighting each other and
Honestly,
And
they-
melodrama.
It's melodrama, a lot of political idealism, and
yeah.
And they ruined Pacific Rim too. So I mean, it's dead.
There's no market in Pacific Rim anymore.
Yeah, it's dead. So
But-
that's it.
All right, cool.
All right.
So join us up a little later this week where we're going to give you our review of Captain Marvel, the I don't know,
Brie Larson movie
Brie Larson led
Superhero action flick.
about feminism.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to weave in there. It didn't work out.
You just said all that and didn't say Marvel once.
Oh, hey, yeah. So thank you guys for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at betterthantransformers@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Real Phonies or on our new Instagram at Real_Phonies. It's real until I say it's not. And thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later this week.